a side that is making waves whenever they come in an ICC event. They are considered as surprisingly one of the contenders for the ICC Champions Trophy. On debut, can they script a miracle? I am talking about the Afghanistan cricket team. A side that has slowly but surely improved when it comes to ICC tournaments, summed up in the last two events. 2023, they could have gone to the semi-final had they not been Maxwelled, okay, in Mumbai. In 2024, they got their revenge, went to the semi-final, but nerves overtook them and they lost to South Africa. Here, in conditions which could prove to be an ace for them, is 2025 going to be a fairy tale year for Afghanistan? I would say that yes, in that group, more than Australia, more than England, more than South Africa, I think Afghanistan look as one of the favorites to go through to the semi-final from that group. Such is the depth that is there, because this is the Afghanistan squad. Hazmatullah Shahidi, Ibrahim Zadran, Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Sadiqullah Atal, Rahmat Shah, Ikram Ali Khil, Gulbadin Naib, Azmatullah Omarzai, Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan, Nangyal Kharote, Noor Ahmad, Fazal Haq Farooqi, Farid Malik, Naveed Zadran. Most of the core of 23-24 intact. So gentlemen, what do you think? Is a fairy tale loading for Afghanistan, or do you think they'll be brought down to earth in a big way?
I would like to believe so, that a fairy tale is loading. I think I've been very vocal about it, that Afghanistan do have the potential, the talent and even the experience also in these kind of conditions, in Pakistan condition, to upstage a team like Australia, South Africa and even England also, because I think we are actually calling this Group A, Group of Death, because they have three big teams in England, South Africa and Australia, and obviously Afghanistan, to many fans and even to experts also, they are being considered underdogs here. I think the experience that these Afghan bowlers and even the batters have had after playing in Pakistan Super League and even a few series against Pakistan in Pakistan conditions, I think their spinners are very well equipped. You look at the spin bowling attack that they have. There is Rashid Khan, Noor Ahmad, Nangyal Kharote is there. He has basically replaced Ala Kazanfar, who was earlier a part of the squad, but now he has been ruled out due to a spine injury. Then there is Mohammad Nabi also. He is a veteran as far as Afghanistan cricket is concerned. On paper, I feel Afghanistan unarguably have the best spin attack amongst all the teams are there. Maybe India come close. That's the only thing that I'll say. But with the way things have really gone for Afghanistan, I think they can really pull off a blinder.
You know, we've been talking about the Indian team in great depth. And the one thing we've said again and again is that India will miss Jasprit Bumrah. We say it for all valid reasons. Do you know who the maximum wicket taker or the highest wicket taker for Afghanistan has been since the World Cup 2023?
Fazal Haq Farooqi?
It's been Ghazanfar.
Ghazanfar.
Now Ghazanfar isn't there.
Yes.
That's the same logic. And we say that India in the bowling department looked depleted as a result. Do we now say the same thing about Afghanistan, and how do their chances now sort of take a hit?
It is. I mean, see, Allah Ghazanfar, if I remember, he took a 6-wicket haul, I think, against Zimbabwe or
Ireland.
Ireland. He took a haul against that. See, after their loss to Sri Lanka, their one series versus South Africa.
It's the only series that they lost in the last 5, I think.
Exactly. They beat Zimbabwe. They've beaten South Africa. That is a major indicator that they're heading into this tournament high on confidence. But yes, imagine, to complement Noor Ahmad and Rashid Khan, you had an Allah Ghazanfar. And he is not there. It is a big miss. Let me tell you, it will be a big miss for Afghanistan. And it is kind of a weakness also. The weakness is, we don't know what the pitches in Afghanistan, in Pakistan are going to be.
So they're playing, I think, in Lahore and Karachi.
Yeah.
If memory serves me right. And given what Karachi was in that final,
Yes.
you never know. This is exactly what Afghanistan would like.
See, they have got Azmatullah Omarzai, who will be ideal in those conditions when you look at it. Then you got the others who can fit in. I mean,
Fazal Farooqi has been one of the underrated performers for Afghanistan.
look at
in white ball
2024, the
formats.
T20 World Cup. It was Farooqi who absolutely dismantled
He
New
was the
Zealand.
leading run getter of the tournament. Leading wicket taker, sorry. Yeah, wicket
He
taker.
dismantled New Zealand in that match in Guyana.
Yeah.
So that is why I think Fazal Farooqi, Azmatullah Omarzai, they hold the key in all these things. I think Afghanistan's bowling is suited to any condition in Pakistan. If it's seaming, we have got the bowlers. If it's spinning, we have the bowlers.
I just think that, while this team, no doubt that there's a lot of potential. So many of these players we've been seeing for years and years now. The one problem area I see with Afghanistan, if I can look past the promise that all of these as individuals have, I think is the middle order.
Yes.
Yeah.
The middle order can be up and down, and that is something we've seen across formats as well. Now, the T20 World Cup as well, it was the middle order that was in question. They were getting all the fiery starts right at the top. Again,
From
it will again
Gurbaz.
be Gurbaz and Zadran who will be opening. Now, they can give you runs. And on most days, that they win, they get runs right from the top. Now, the time that they are dismissed and the middle order is put in a difficult situation, that's where Afghanistan are challenged the most. In both the formats, 50 over and 20 overs. And I think it'll be the same template this time around as well. And that for me is a big Afghanistan weakness.
That is a weakness. I mean, if you look at it in the ODI World Cup, the likes of Rahmat Shah and all of them, they were the ones who contributed in a big way. And that's why they won against Pakistan, they won against Sri Lanka in the games in Pune and Chennai, which is why the lower middle order, barring Rashid Khan, they lack that firepower. The top, it is top heavy when you look at it. Hasmatullah Shahidi is also there, but Ibrahim Zadran and Rahmanullah Gurbaz, they set the tone. How much will nerves also play a role? Because I think now they play fearless cricket, Afghanistan. They have won 4 series out of 5 heading into the Champions Trophy. But remember, they are in a tough group. They are with Australia, England and South Africa. They have beaten England. They have kind of like eliminated that hoodoo over Australia, but they have also beaten South Africa. So that is why strengths and weakness, I think, are intermingled with the Afghanistan team. Because if one collapses, the other will also collapse.
I
If I
think
have to
there
look
is
at it.
one more thing to look at as far as the weakness, goes here. I think there's no, obviously Fazal Farooqi is a seasoned campaigner. He's a proven performer for them in the white ball formats. I think there's not much of experienced support for him. There's in the ODI World Cup, you had obviously Naveen ul Haq, but he is now retired from the ODI format. So I think you do have Farid Malik, there is Nawaz Zadran also, but then what you're lacking as far as support is concerned, I think there are not many options that Afghanistan can really rely on as far as the new ball bowling is concerned.
You don't think Gulbuddin Naib can fit into that? I know his antics are different, but
See, Gulbuddin Naib is more of a middle overs bowler. I basically feel, and that's what I believe in, that Fazal Farooqi will start the bowling alongside Azmatullah Omarzai.
Omarzai, yep.
possible.
But the strength, you can't look beyond the spin twins, Rashid and Noor. Rashid Khan is one of the greatest players to ever come out of Afghanistan. I mean, look at it. His T20 numbers are staggering. He's helped you win 2 tests, both taking 10 wicket hauls. So, Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed, although Noor Ahmed did not have a good IPL in 2024, I think he was hit around the park. So it was kind of a coming down for him, but I think he might recover in this.
No, but there's a reason why CSK went from 5 crore to 10 crore for Noor.
Noor, absolutely. I mean, Noor Ahmed has lot of value because a left arm wrist spinner, not many teams have that apart from a Kuldeep Yadav. Which other team has a left arm leg spinner? Tabraiz Shamsi for South Africa, he's there. But he also is very inconsistent. But Noor, try getting rid of a Noor. Maxwell had to do it the hard way to ensure that he got him in that Mumbai game. Rashid and Noor will hold the key for Afghanistan in the middle overs. Because if they don't fire, then and only then Afghanistan are not the favorites. But the thing is, how will you play them out? Will you attack them? Will you just play them out? Because if you play them out, then the team will not get to a big score. How do you think the teams will cope up with them? That is the one major question. So at this point in time, Afghanistan's bowling, especially the spin bowlers, are their strengths. The weakness is a slightly undercooked middle order. And then after that, maybe Champions Trophy debut nerves. That could also hamper them.
I don't think so.
I don't think nerves are an issue with Afghanistan. I think they pride themselves in being a young nation that is ready to take on the world.
Yep.
Yes, it's a tournament, the only tournament now left that they're making their debut now in. Otherwise, they've played enough cricket, and most of these guys have played cricket all around the world now. So I don't think that the stage really will get to them. However, I think it's the platform. I think the challenge over here still remains for them to replicate the kind of highs that they had touched in 2023. In the sense, I still feel this is a side that thrives much more in the game's shortest format, where things change rather quickly. What happens in ODI cricket is that there are teams with much more experience in terms of how the game is to be played and how it's to be paced. So that is where I think Afghanistan, with so much of T20 cricket in them, may just fall short. And for that reason, I don't think that they are getting into the semi-finals. I think that the teams that they are around, and I'm backing England from that group, and I'm backing South Africa.
But Ben Duckett is happy after listening to this.
Wow, I mean,
So there's no Australia, there's no Afghanistan for me.
wow. I
For you,
mean,
Siddharth?
for a team that has done so well in the build-up to the Champions Trophy, and looking at in the group, they have beaten all of them. Just in the recent past. I mean, Australia, they beat them in a T20, not in an ODI that we may say. But they beat England in the World Cup. They beat South Africa in UAE. Similar kind of a conditions. I think more than the other three, I think I have more confidence in Afghanistan making it to the semi-final. And they are one of the top contenders alongside, I'll put them in the same bracket as New Zealand. On their given day now, they can beat anybody with this. I think I can safely call them the golden generation of Afghanistan players.
Absolutely.
Because Mohammad Nabi, this is his last tournament. He's retiring after that.
Yeah, 40 years, man. I was just looking at this wild stat. Since I think 2008-9 that he made his debut, I think Afghanistan played about 200 matches. He's played
44 countries.
No,
if I'm not-
180 matches.
Yeah.
He's played 175 of them.
Yeah.
And I think he's played against 45 countries.
More than 40 countries. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that is Mohammad Nabi. But,
That
then,
happened during the T20 World Cup.
but I think Afghanistan are making it to the semi-final for me. One of either England or Australia are not making it for me.
Okay.
I know I am committing blasphemy because I'm not putting Australia, but 6 top guys going away. I really don't know how they can make it. So that's why Afghanistan, for me, they make it.
I think for me also, Afghanistan definitely the number one team from the group to qualify for the semis. That's what at least I feel. The other team from the
So
same
in that case, India could be playing them in the final. I'm guessing India also end up being
Yeah.
group toppers.
And I
Group
won't,
toppers,
I won't
yeah.
be surprised if Afghanistan reach the final actually.
Whoa!
Yeah, I won't be
because
surprised.
see, amongst everybody, Afghanistan have never beaten India in any format.
Yeah. They've tied a match that
Yeah,
was in the
in
2018
UAE.
Asia Cup.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the thing. The other team for me is South Africa. I don't see England or Australia qualifying for the semis. But then
Same.
it's a different tournament. Very short. Anything can happen on the given day. So you can let us know your prediction in the comment section and stay tuned to Sports Today for more such updates on Champions Trophy and different sports.
Bye-bye.